what would you call it? I say precious. Welcome, welcome. I am Julie, and you are visiting my channel, ATTIC Treasures Flea Market. If you are returning, welcome back. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. And I hope you like it enough to subscribe. I am here in garage number 2. And twice a week, I am in one of my storage garages where I have all my inventory. And on Tuesdays, I'm in garage number 2. Fridays, I'm in garage number 1. And what I'm doing this summer, or throughout the summer, actually, I'm planning on doing it right through most of November. So this is now April. We're nearing the end of April. And by the way, the weather is so much better today than it has been in my previous videos. The sun is shining and it's not raining. So anyway, what I am doing for the next, I guess, 8 months is trying to declutter, purge, get things out of these storage garages into my eBay store, ATTIC Treasures Flea Market. My goal is to whittle down to 1 storage garage. It's very achievable. Is it achievable through the month of November of this year? I question that because I've got a lot of stuff. Both garages are pretty packed, but I'm already noticing a difference. So, and what I'm doing is to make this fun, not only successful, but fun, is I am playing a game. And the game is probably more for myself. It could be for you too, but it's a incentive for me to get things up into my eBay store and out to you, maybe. And what I do is I have old business cards that are numbered for a month, 1 through 30, and no, 10 through 40. Oh my goodness, one. I couldn't just show you one item. And what I'm doing is I pick a number, and that's the number of items that I pick from this storage garage today to show you. We'll talk about it. I'll show you the items. And then when I'm all done, they get put into my car, taken home, cleaned up, photographed, and up into my eBay store. So I don't want to keep on chatting because, you know, I do chat and I do love my coffee. So even though I'm not drinking it to stay warm today, I do invite you to grab yourself a drink, whatever that might be, coffee maybe, and join me. All right, so I've got cards in here. I'm gonna pick a number, and I'm gonna put this basket over here, and the number is 12. Whew. You know, to be honest with you, on Friday, it was 39. I showed you guys 39 items, plus a few bonuses, I think. And you know, I'm behind. I haven't gotten most of those listings up in my eBay store yet. So I guess I'm kind of fortunate today that it's 12. But well, let's get started. I don't want to ramble on. I want to show you this precious Dolls mirrored bureau. And it is just to die for. And I'm gonna, now the mirror, I'm just gonna support because I don't want that swinging all around. Somebody's granddad or dad made this. I'm trying to give you a good view. And it's got 3 drawers. It's painted probably like a cream color. Oh, that looks like the knot came out of that drawer. It's got little knobs. Oh, and this one has some things in it. That's not included. I'll make sure they're dumped out before I put that up on my eBay. But that is just, I don't know, what would you call it? I say precious. And there you go. It's a doll's dresser, a mirrored bureau, a chest of drawers with a mirror on it. Handmade by somebody special. So you can only imagine the little girl that might have had that. I know my granddad made me a doll's furniture set, and I still have that at home, and that's never for sale. That's mine. So anyway, okay, let's see. Well, as you will expect when you see me on Tuesdays, I'm in the garage with my hoard of lamps. So you're always going to see some lamps. And I was thinking, you know, it's the beginning of the spring sports season, and this one actually has several types of sports illustrated here. It's but it's got a baseball bat as the body, and then what? Let's see, that looks like a basketball, a soccer ball, a baseball, and a football. Wow. So for the sports enthusiast, I'm going to fix that felt on the bottom. It looks like it just came off in one edge, but that's just a matter of a quick fix. And keep in mind, too, that we are in my storage garage, so things might be a little dusty, but they get cleaned up nice before I put them into my eBay store. Not an old, this is, I'm just showing you the plug and cord, but in great condition. It will come with the harp. However, I don't see a finial on top of that. It probably was a little sports ball or something, but I don't have that. But I do have this beautiful sport-related lamp. That's one. Now I'll put this back over here. And then, let's see. And when you see me pull off tags, it's probably because the item was in my eBay. In my booth at an antique mall that I am no longer at. As a matter of fact, at the end of this month, the last day of this month was my last, 1 year ago was my last day. So it's my anniversary coming up, I guess you could say. And I am so happy. I don't truly miss it. I think I mentioned in my other video, can't get that out. The only thing I miss is the curating. It's kind of setting things up to make them look pretty. This is a very nice lamp. It's ceramic, geometric, white. It does come with a harp, with a finial. And that, if you like geometric things, it's a tall one. This one's for you. And then, of course, I love oil lamps. So I made sure this time, I think the other lamps that I've shown you over the last few weeks have been electric. So I'm going to show you 2 oil lamps. Just give me a moment while I take off these tags. And they do come with their chimneys. And my theme over the last few weeks has been spring. So, in staying in line with that, we have some florals. These are blue. They appear to be, well, I guess roses. I don't know. And some pink flowers. And it does come with the hurricane shade. I'll put that there for now. Its bottom, I don't believe I see a maker's mark on that. No, I do not. And I actually have two that are really similar. The big difference is that this one's like an off-white beige, and the other one I have is white. So I am going to list these separately. If they were the same exact color, I would probably put them together, but they are not. This one's the white, has the same floral. It looks like applied floral. And again, it does come with its shade. And I don't think this one was marked either. No, same. So, 2 oil lamps, kerosene lamps. And again, I'm just going to take off the shades to show you both. I don't want to risk dropping them. One is kind of on the cream color, and the other one's white. So, those are very nice. And again, they do come with their hurricane shades. Okay, that's it for lamps. Let's, oh, how about this? These are very hard to find. These are the frames that are convex, not concave, convex. Oval framed, and there's actually a print in it. It is an old mirror. It does come with its hang wire, and I'm going to just show you up close. The back obviously shows some age. And the front. And sorry for the reflection. I'll try to do it as best as I can to give you a good view. And again, it's got that convex. You're not gonna, how about this way? Yeah, a little better that way. But it's not flat. It is convex. So that, probably an antique. And you know, we've got Memorial Day coming up. And I don't know who that young fella is, but it's nice, very nice. Then we have, I don't think these are, I know these aren't antique and they're probably not even vintage, but they've been in my way, so I decided to add them. I'll add them to today's purging pick. These are two, I call them floating shelves. They have where you put the nail in the wall and put them on. They're both the same. Both the same diameter. I'm just going to try to show you. There we go. So when you put them on your wall, they appear to be floating. And there's probably at least maybe almost 3 inches there for you to put your littles, you know, your collectibles, your salt and pepper shakers. So I'm gonna post both of these together as one set of 2. And I don't have the dimensions here, but that probably is about 18 inches. Okay, what else? What else do you want to see? Well, of course, you're in this garage, so you're going to see not only lamps, but you're going to see lampshades. And I picked out a few for you today. They're either unique, well, they all have some kind of character that I wanted to give you a variety. This is a brown lampshade, and it's got little beads hanging off of that. It does have a regular fitter at the top. The fabric is somewhat striated, but solid color, and the inside just white. So that is a unique lampshade. Oh, this one's funky. This one's got feathers. So somebody had, this is like what I would describe as faux leather, fake leather. And, you know, some kind of a feathery type trim. Fitter, and the inside is white. Oop, that's a tag. Now there are a couple of specks of stains on the inside. Where are we here? Yeah, you can kind of see them over there. I don't know what that's from, and I know that I did try to clean that at one time because I had this lampshade in my booth. But, you know, they're up there, so you won't see them. It's a unique shade. Here's another unique one. And maybe, I don't know, not too old, but it's got that vintage look to it. It's like a shiny, actually satiny kind of fabric with the satin flowers, roses. It's got a lacy, fancy lacy trim. Nothing special there on that bottom. A white inside and a top fitter. But that's another unique lampshade. And you know, I have lots of lampshades. I have my major honey hole for my lampshades is in Texas, as well as my lamps, which got me in trouble. It got me, you know, filling up this garage in trouble, I guess you could say. Started hoarding lamps a couple of years ago, and I did sell quite a few out of my booth, but I think I got, because it was a honey hole and I had access to the most wonderful lamps, both old and new, I went crazy. I grabbed a lot of them, so that's why I have so many lamps. Lampshades I also source right here in Maine. There's another honey hole, a smaller honey hole that I go to. And so I'm still getting some lampshades. But they're piled up pretty high now, so I'm trying to move them along. And I actually have had very good luck with selling lampshades in my eBay store. I initially thought maybe not so much because it's not so much the weight. You know, most of them are they're light. I mean, I do have some pretty big ones that are heavier. But it's the size of the box. And that is the limiting factor. And it drives the price up for postage. But you know, like I think I said in a previous video, take a look at the prices of lampshades. Even in a, you know, whether it's Target, Walmart, a simple lampshade is pricey. And when I do go picking, I get a few basics, but most of the ones that I like to pick are unique, unusual, old, hard to find, things like that. This is an example of a old lampshade. It's paper. It does show edge wear at the edges where that gold trim is. It's kind of like that dark craft paper brown. It's not craft paper, but it's got that brown, and it's got the old floral print just on one side. An old, clean, but a little rusty, fitter. And again, if you're looking for, you know, if you want to be putting a lampshade on one of your vintage lamps, it's always good to, and you don't find those at Target or Walmart. You might find reproductions, but nothing like this. And then let's see the last one. This is nothing too fancy about this. This is again one of those faux leather, I call it, lampshades. It's a kind of like a beige, ivory white, light tan. It's got the fitter. It's white and clean inside. And again, leather. Okay, I have to give myself a moment to think, because, you know, even though I'm only showing you 12 items today, as I get on a roll, I kind of lose track. So I always make myself a little cheat sheet. I never know exactly how many items I'm going to show you today, and sometimes I've thrown in a few extras, but I do keep a cheat sheet because there are things that I am wanting to kind of move out along. So I'm going to check that cheat sheet, and I think I have shown you 12 items. It's a short video today, but I have a bonus to show you. And I actually have a dilemma with that bonus. I'm going to place this bureau right over here where it's safe. And this is my dilemma. You know, for years, we have it's big here in Maine, the coffee roasters. A lot of private, small coffee shops. And, you know, there's no franchises, you know, they don't let them in. But it's the coffee shops that get their coffee beans from abroad. And a lot of them give away their burlap. And for the longest time, I was actually recovering some either footstools, some chair cushions. Burlap seemed to be like the in thing. And then bam, all of a sudden it wasn't an in thing. And I have had a small hoard of burlap sacks for a while. And they're in my eBay store right now. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put I might lower the price. And I think if you buy more than one, you get a discount, because I have so many. I don't know how many I have, probably a couple dozen. But what I'm going to do is just turn this camera around, so very gently, so I can show you. Yeah, I kind of had to dig in there. If you've seen my video where I do a panoramic, everything is piled. So anyway, let me swing over here, and these burlap sacks, some of them are really big. I think the smallest one that I have is 38 by 28, and the largest are 45 by 30. So it's burlap, and they all have, most of them all have some print on them. The backs, most of them do not. So, you know, it depends if you wanted to use this to make footstools, cushion covers, or whatever. Or if you know, they're sacks. So, you know, come fall, if you want to climb into them, which you're not going to catch me doing right now, you could have a sack race. So that's just one example. I have some others here. They're all kind of different designs. And I had, let's see, where's the one? Where's the one? That one with I think it's a squirrel. Yeah. Yeah. This is the one. I've got a few of these. They've got a, are you able to see that well enough? It's a squirrel. Anyway, if you're in the market or you're looking for burlap fabric, don't bother buying it at the store. Of course you can in rolls, but you know, you're probably paying a decent amount of money, and you can actually go and look in eBay and get yourself burlap sacks. These are heavy duty burlap. So whatever you're making, it's not, these held coffee beans, so they had to be strong. So I don't know, you guys gotta help me. I mean, I'm inundated with coffee sacks, burlap sacks. Anyway, that's it for today. I'm going to turn this a bit over this way. I appreciate and you're watching my channel and playing this game with me. That is what I have asked all along, is that you leave your comment in below. Maybe what your favorite find was. Maybe what, you know, I showed you today that was your favorite. Maybe let me know what you might be looking for. And I have been showing the panoramic reel of what is in this storage garage at the end of this video, at the end of every video. And that picture, that reel, is going to change in less than 2 weeks, maybe in another week. Because things are evolving. Things are, you know, moving out. I am bringing in some things. I'm not buying, but I am still picking. I'm just being a lot more selective with what I might be picking. And I think when I go picking, when I gather up enough good stuff, I might make a short video for that. And then eventually, those items will find their way into either this garage or my other garage. So things are ever evolving, but again, my goal is to whittle down to one storage garage, and I'm going all in throughout the next 8 months, and we'll see how much fun we can have. It's fun, most fun with you, and I do appreciate your comments. I love getting responses. I love hearing what you like, what you don't like. And I'm going to answer a question that somebody had. They wanted to know a link for these items. And the thing is that when I do these videos, I haven't other than these like burlap sacks, which I did tell you that they're already in my eBay store. When I go through and do this with you, I have not yet entered my items in eBay. That follows in the next few days, and sometimes it takes me a little bit longer than usual to, I guess you could say, get that stuff listed. But I'm trying, and be patient with me. And if there's something that I showed you today that you're really liking and you want me to put a push on it, get that into my eBay store, throw me that message, because I certainly will try to put that at the top of the list. But in the meantime, every Tuesday, I'm in this garage number 2, and every Friday, I'm in garage number 1. So until we see each other again, enjoy, be well,